All right, Petersburg, good morning. Let me test something real quick. God is good. And all the time? Now we're ready. Let me say good morning. I want to welcome all the friends, families, and neighbors. Would like to thank you all for joining us on this very special day. It's been 4 months that the residents of Petersburg voted yes for Live Casino and Hotel Virginia. And today will mark the first steps in bringing your city a world-class gaming entertainment destination. Let's give it up. We're here today because so many of you believed in us. And I mean, you really, really believed in us. And you showed that by knocking on doors, making hundreds of calls, and you worked hard to ensure that this groundbreaking would be what it is today, our reality. And I want to thank you, Petersburg. I want to thank you, Petersburg. I want to thank you, Petersburg. Now, I want to say this because, Carmen, we talk about weather. Can we give it up for this beautiful day that we have today? Live Casino Hotel will absolutely change the future of Petersburg. It will bring unprecedented economic development, thousands of jobs, and a commitment to uplifting the community in which we serve. All right. Thank you. And we are joined by many distinguished guests today. And I usually ask, people who know me know, I would normally say, hold your applause, or I would introduce something called the applause, which is a one clapper. But today's a celebration. So all bets are off, pun intended. So today, as I announce people, please give them flowers, give them the round of applause, make some noise, and be energetic. That is the ask today. So please join me in welcoming on the dais Suzanne Trout, who is our Chief Marketing Officer for Cordish Gaming. Zed Smith, who is our Chief Operating Officer for the Cordish Company. The President of Cordish Gaming and Live Casinos, Rob Norton. The Mayor of Petersburg, Sam Parham. Bruce Smith, the founder of Smith Enterprises. We have Joe Bilheimer, Chief Operating and Development Officer for Cordish Gaming. That's very modest of you, Joe, very modest. It's because you were following Bruce. Okay, I get it. It's a little hard. And in the audience, right here in the front row, I'd like to acknowledge State Senator LaCherice Aird. Delegate Kim Taylor. From the city of Petersburg, please welcome the council members Charles Cuthbert, Darren Hill, Marlo Jones, Howard Myers, Annette Smith-Lee, Arnold Westbrook. In addition, representing Congresswoman Jennifer McClellan, we have Bianca Casper. And also from the city of Petersburg, March Altman, City Manager. Yolanda Brown, Superintendent of Petersburg Schools. Mary Burkett, our City Assessor. Sheriff Vanessa Crawford. Brian Moore, our Director of Economic Development. Paul Mullen, City Treasurer. Sam Rue, Chairman of the Board for Economic Development Authority. Anthony Williams, our City Attorney. And we have many other executives from the Planning Commission, the City Engineer's Office, Department of Social Service. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Pause, y'all. Pause. Hold on. Forgive me. My Parham, the Clerk of Court. Please. Listen. I know exactly why we had to do that. Okay? Hey, I know exactly why. And we have Debbie Seidoff, who is the president of Richard Bland College. Dr. Hakeem Lewis, who's the president of Virginia Union University. Dr. Makola Abdullah, president of VSU. And as I look around, I think I can safely say basically everybody else from the city of Petersburg is here. So let's give it up for the city of Petersburg and their residents. Wait a minute, I get this. Okay, this was call and repeat. I understand now. The Commissioner of Revenue. All right, should be recognized. You want to give me that name real quick?
Brittany Flowers.
Brittany Flowers, okay. Now y'all not gonna start putting me to work up here by y'all these names up here to me, okay? Now y'all gonna have to give me a minute. And I apologize to anyone that I might have missed. Someone beat me to that punch by yelling, I was apologizing early. But as you can tell, this crowd is filled with a lot of VIPs and special people, and we're coming to the Fast and Furious, and we did our best to keep up, and we tried to make sure we didn't miss anybody. So I want to say welcome all, okay? And we are here, and we're so excited to have you truly appreciate your support and your enthusiasm for what is about to be a transformative time for this great city of Petersburg. Now, normally I yell, and I know somebody in the stand said, "Are you taking off a shirt today?" No, I'm not ripping off no shirts today, okay? I'm not doing that. But it is time to go live in Petersburg. And it starts today. Now, please join me in welcoming the man who has been here on the ground in Petersburg since the very beginning of our campaign. And he's become a part of this community, and it is no other than Zed Smith, our Chief Operating Officer for Cordish Companies.
All right. I'm going to start by saying good morning, family.
Good morning.
As Ed had mentioned, I've been working down here for a long time. The only thing I don't enjoy is coming through Northern Virginia 95. The time can be 3 hours or it can be 5 hours. But once I get here, it does feel like family. This has been an incredible journey. And I often say, so many things had to happen for us to be here. And I know the Petersburg folks are praying people. So I thank some of you all for all your prayers, because we wouldn't be here without those prayers. And it's been a real honor for me personally. And I've been with the company 25 years, and this has been a defining moment for me in my career to be here in Petersburg, working with the wonderful people that I've worked with over the last 3 or 4 years. My heart gets warm when I get off on Washington Avenue, because I feel that I'm home. And I think, within the next 12 months, you're going to see something very special here in Petersburg. On behalf of our company and our 20,000 employees, we want to just thank the city for giving us this wonderful opportunity to develop a transformative project here in Petersburg. Today marks an important milestone, but it's just the beginning. And we've had a lot of beginnings, a lot of starts and stops, but today is a defining moment. Live Casino and Hotel in Virginia will be that transformative moment for the city of Petersburg. So many people have worked hard, not only here in our city, but within our organization. I'm so proud of the folks that have just worked so tirelessly to make this happen. Didn't happen overnight, took a lot of hard work, but we're here today and we're very proud of this moment. Over the 115 years that we've been a family-owned business, now in its fourth generation of leadership, throughout our history, it's been our hallmark to make these transformative projects into reality. And over the last 25 years, when we look at the Live brand and what that means to our organization and to the cities that we do business in, there is a high mark that we set. We want to be the beacon for Petersburg. We want to help define what Petersburg's future looks like. And we're just so proud, again, just to be here, to be able to share this moment with you all. You know, track record means everything. Deep commitment means everything. And that our shared vision and our partnership with the city is really what drove us to where we are today. You know, it does take drive, it does take vision, it does take believing in the impossible sometimes. And I know that when I first came to Petersburg, that was the message I received. Yeah, we've been through some tough times, but the future is very, very bright. I just want to take this final moment just to thank everyone that has supported our efforts here. The list is so long. One person that sticks out for me is Sarge, who's still here, working the parking lots. You can set your watch by Sarge, always on time, always early, never late, and always delivers. Mary Howard. I love Mary because she didn't hesitate to tell me when I was screwing up. So I appreciate that, Mary. And email me anytime, call me anytime, 4 a.m., 10 p.m., doesn't matter, call me anytime. Mamie, where's Mamie? Mamie, the soldier of our campaign, worked the polls so hard in the rain. I mean, she was like a soldier out there. I walked out there one day, it was raining, it was cold. I said, Mary, go home. Mamie, go home, it's cold, it's raining. But she was out there working the polls, and so many people committed themselves to working the polls, and we just want to thank every last one of you, for your support, because again, we wouldn't be here today. And by the way, we set a record on a referendum at 82%. That's a record in the Commonwealth. And that's amazing, and that's how much people believe in this project and also believe in the Cordish companies. Finally, I want to thank Mayor Parham for your support, sir. Members of the City Council, I was reminding Charlie Cuppert of our first meeting maybe 3 years ago, and we were trying to figure out, number one, whether Cordish was the right team. But I think we all believe that Cordish is the right team because we're here today. But again, we had to fight, we had to struggle, we had to persevere, and all that happened. And through all of that, we're here today. So I want to thank the members of the City Council for believing in the Cordish companies that we would be here today. So as I close, again, I just want to thank everyone for your support, for this development, for believing in our organization. I want to thank the gaming team. You've been amazing to work with. I really do appreciate being able to hand something off for a change. Normally there's no one for me to hand off to, but in this case, Rob and your team, Suzanne, and all the team members that are here today to make this possible. Thank you all for just having that support. I really do appreciate it. We all do appreciate it on the development side. So I'm done. Thank you very much. I'm going to turn things back over to Ed. Thank you.
Let me do a temperature check here. Won't he do it? Okay, we still there. We still there. Thank you, Zed. Thank you. Next, I'm pleased to introduce someone that I have had the pleasure of working with for over a decade now, which is a real testament. You heard Zed say he's been with the company 25 years. I'm now entering my 12th year. So it's just a testament to the culture of our company. There are quite a few people here today that have been with the Cordish companies for more than 10 years, and you'll get to meet them soon. It gives you a firsthand insight, really, to what it's like to be a long-time Live employee. And when we say your family, we really mean it. We really mean it. We really treat you that way. My wife works for the company. My nephew works for the company. I mean, it is really, really that family feeling. And like I said, you'll begin to hear that as this goes on. So please, without welcome, I would love to bring up Rob Norton, the president of Cordage Gaming and Live Casinos.
All right. Good morning, Petersburg. How you all doing today? All right. Well, I am thrilled to be here and to welcome you to this exciting moment for the groundbreaking of Live Casino and Hotel right here in Petersburg. There are so many people here today, and I feel like I've probably met most of you. But if I have not, please take the time to find me in the crowd, introduce yourself. As Zed and Ed have said, that we do take it very seriously, that when we enter into a community, we do it with the intention of becoming an active and accretive member of that community, and can't do so if we don't know you. So please make yourself known to us, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about your story. As Ed just mentioned, we are joined here today by a number of our longtime team members. We opened our first Live casino under the Live brand in 2012, and it speaks to the core values that Ed was just mentioning, that we treat our team members, our customers, and our communities like they're an extension of our family. That's baked into our culture, and it's the litmus test of how we operate each and every day. I've seen firsthand the positive impacts that projects like this can have on communities. In Maryland, in Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia, and most recently, just last month, we opened Live Casino and Hotel in Louisiana. I can assure you that when we commit to a market, that we are here for the long haul. And Petersburg, we are here. And I have the fun job today of telling you what we're bringing and where we are in this project. So Live Casino and Hotel in Virginia will be a world-class gaming, dining, and entertainment destination. It will deliver billions of economic impact for the region and benefits for the local community. In its first 10 years, this project is expected to generate $2.8 billion of economic stimulus for the region. $504 million of direct tax benefit for the state of Virginia. $240 million for the city of Petersburg. During construction, we will generate over $800 million of economic benefit for the area. That's just during the construction. And then on an annual basis, once we open, over $200 million. That's right. And most importantly, we're going to create jobs. Over 7,500 jobs will be created through this development. That is about 6,500 jobs during the construction phase and about 1,500 jobs on an ongoing basis. Once complete in 2027, we'll feature a 450,000 square foot facility that will have gaming, hotel, and dining options. And that'll include a 75,000 square foot meeting, convention, and entertainment space that'll seat up to 4,000 people for large name A, B level acts that we'll be bringing in from around the nation. A 200 room, four diamond level hotel. A 1,600 state of the art slot machines, 65 live table games, 22 table poker room, and 10 best-in-class restaurants, dining, and entertainment venues throughout the facility. The best news is we're not going to have to wait to 2027, because we're here to announce today that right behind us, right over here, that we will be starting construction on a temporary gaming facility that'll be open later this year. And that's allowing us to move those economic benefits forward. Start jobs earlier, start the flow of income to the community faster. All right. We will, within this temporary facility, we will have 75,000 square feet of space with 900 state-of-the-art slot machines, 33 table games, We'll have a bar and a quick service restaurant and plenty of free parking. In addition, we will have roughly 500 jobs available that'll start later this year. And as we're preparing to open the temporary space, we have to think about workforce development and delivering those jobs that we promised through the campaign to the city of Petersburg and the residents of Petersburg. And I am pleased to announce today that we have reached a definitive agreement with Richard Bland College to host our dealer school right here, and it'll start very, very soon. In the middle of the summer, we will start. And I'd like to invite Dr. Debbie Saito up here just to make a quick remark about the partnerships and the direction that we're heading. Dr. Saito?
Good morning, everyone. Richard Bland College could not be happier, prouder to be an educational partner with Live Casino Hotel. And I just want to say that we had a team of staff who went up to Maryland, kind of talked to our counterparts there about this educational program that is going to deliver high-paying jobs. And that's really important. This Dealers Institute is going to put students through who are going to get high-paying jobs in our community. And we are absolutely thrilled to be part of this endeavor. And I really want to say a big, huge thank you to Mayor Parham, an alum of Richard Bland College. He has brought tremendous leadership, and getting this marriage to the point that it is today takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And I just want to recognize his leadership and just the exceptional alumnus we have and leader we have in Mayor Sam Parham. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Dr. Saito, for those comments. But that's not the end of our outreach. You know, we have a lot to do to make sure that we deliver on the promises of being an active and accretive member of the community and delivering jobs and economic opportunities for local businesses and residents. And with that in mind, our outreach efforts as it relates to construction will be starting on April 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be hosting a local contractor and vendor fair in the Petersburg Public Library. And that's a great opportunity for all you local businesses that are interested in learning more about our casino, how we will interact, what opportunities there are to be either a supplier on an ongoing basis, or if you're a trade and you want to be part of the construction process. We will have key stakeholders from the casino operations team there, as well as our partners in this project, our general contractor, Roy Anderson, Andercorp, head by Roy Anderson and his family, as well as they have teamed up with the local contractors, the Davis Brothers Construction, who will be there. And we appreciate all of their effort that they've given us through the years to get us to here as well. Thank you very much. And in closing, I want to tell you, we are deeply committed to this community, and we're deeply committed to how we operate here. We do this everywhere. Petersburg will be no different in the fact that we will operate with the community, with our operation, our company, with the residents in mind, so that we can create that win-win-win. And I can tell you, I can't wait to get started and sharing more exciting announcements soon. If you haven't started following us, follow us on the website. You'll see everything that we're doing. We'll keep you posted. But as I said, we're proud to be part of Petersburg's bright future, and we look forward to celebrating many, many, many more milestones as this project comes to life. Thank you, everybody.
The next man I'm going to introduce really does not need any introduction, so I'm going to make it really quick and sweet. It is your mayor, Sam Parham.
All right, Petersburg. Good morning, Petersburg. It's a great day in the city of Petersburg, and I'm telling you, God has definitely shined the light on Petersburg and has been with us every step of the way. And with our council, we have a thing to say. When we started praying, things started changing around here. So needless to say, I want my city council, please come up here beside me, please. A round of applause for them, for their support. I do what I do only because of their faith that they have in me. And we've been unified the whole time during this process, and I want them standing here with me as I talk today on this journey that we have here. What an incredible day for our city, and I couldn't be more excited to stand here with all of you as we break ground on Live Virginia. This $1.4 billion transformational project marks the beginning of a new chapter for Petersburg, defined by progress, opportunity, and growth. While Live Virginia will be a destination resort casino and retail hub, its impact goes far beyond bricks and mortar. It represents over 1,000 permanent jobs, countless opportunities for small businesses, and a significant boost to local tourism and commerce. It is a catalyst for economic development that will flow throughout our city, touching the lives of families and enriching the future for many generations to come. Getting here hasn't been easy, and today's milestone is possible only because of the dedication and hard work of many. I want to thank our city council and administration for their leadership and vision. A big thank you to our Senator, LaSharice Aaron. Senator Aaron, please stand. We couldn't do this without her. And a special shout out to the other co-preaching of this bill, Senator Louise Lucas. Senator Lucas came here and says, guess what? If Richmond turns this project down, Petersburg will have your opportunity. And she is a woman of her word. And we are here today, and we can't thank them enough for their leadership. Right now, we will also want to thank our governor for signing this vision into law. Governor Youngkin, thank you for signing this bill and giving us this huge opportunity. And most importantly, I want to thank the voters of Petersburg.
Yeah.
You believed in this project and supported it with an overwhelming 82% vote of approval.
Yeah.
Your trust and dedication have moved us forward, and now we are turning this effort into action here today. And while today is a time to celebrate and take pride in our progress, it's also an opportunity to reflect on the broader transformation underway in Petersburg. This groundbreaking is part of a significant growth shaping our city's future. Just across I-95 behind us, we see our pharmaceutical campus thriving and expanding, and driving innovation and economic vitality. At the same time, we are making essential infrastructure investments, from our new water tank that's coming up right across 95. Significant upgrades to our water and wastewater systems. These efforts are building a solid foundation for a stronger, brighter Petersburg. And today symbolizes our commitment to overcoming the challenges of the past and moving forward. Leaving behind the days when industries like Brown and Williamson's left in the 60s and 70s as our greatest years in Petersburg. Petersburg's future is far more promising, and it begins right here, right now, today. We must and will keep this momentum going. Now is the time to attract even more business and industry for our city, using the tax revenue from the growth to invest in better schools, infrastructure, public safety, good health, stronger neighborhoods, and a higher quality of life for all the citizens of Petersburg. Petersburg is a city of opportunity and promise. And today's groundbreaking proves what we accomplish when we dream big and we work together. Thank you again to everyone who helped make this day possible. Thank you to Cordish Companies for having the faith in Petersburg and for working with us, because this was a long journey. And people don't understand how many miles we traveled back and forth up 95 to the General Assembly, getting our butts chewed up. We had to battle, it was 4 of us against 64 people from Richmond battling against us. But we stand here today with the win, and we stand here proud that Petersburg is on the rise. And now let's turn these shovels, break ground together for a future filled with promise, progress, and prosperity here for the city of Petersburg. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Great job.
We're going to temperature check one more time. Let Petersburg say amen. Okay. Tell you right now, this next man needs no real introduction. He's what we call our real MVP, which he is. He's our captain of our team. He's a native son of Virginia, Pro Football Hall of Famer and co-developer of Live Casino Virginia, Mr. Bruce Smith.
Yes, go Hokies. Oh, this is a bit overwhelming, and I am going to do everything I possibly can to keep my composure. Welcome to the groundbreaking of the Petersburg Live Resort and Casino. My name is Bruce Smith, co-developer and part owner of this amazing project. I'd like to introduce my family, my wife of 34 years, Carmen Smith. My son, Alston, who also played football at Virginia Tech and is a graduate of Virginia Tech. And he's also writing a book as we currently speak. I'd like to recognize my sister in attendance, my beloved sister, my big sister, who always took care of me when I was growing up. Gary McCullum and his family. Gary played an integral part in handling the state politics. And he's here with his wife, Cookie, his daughter, Ruth, and his father-in-law, Mr. Bentley, who's an avid golfer. I have a dear friend who's like a brother to me, who was covering my career when I was in the NFL. Mr. Jarrett Bell from the USA Today is here to do a story on this groundbreaking. The reason we are here today is because of the outstanding leadership in this state. And it started with our state politicians. Senator Louise Lucas will go down in history as one of the most dynamic and powerful leaders that this state has ever seen. And to all of the investors that have come in on my end, please raise your hand, because Louise Lucas is the reason that we have this opportunity to invest in this project. Speaker of the House, Don Scott, thank you. Thank you for supporting this referendum and giving Petersburg an opportunity to thrive. This is truly a blessing to the folks here in Petersburg. Senator Aird, thank you for championing this referendum and giving the people of Petersburg an opportunity to vote for a bright future. To the city officials, the elected officials, Mayor Sam Parham, and members of the City Council, March Altman, as well as Kenneth Miller. Your courage, your ability to be able to navigate the political headwinds was unprecedented. The city and the people of Petersburg should thank you for your courage and your willingness to fight
but not only for this project, but it was critical to have the right team that came to your city that you can embrace. So thank you, members of City Council and Mayor Parham. The Cordish Company, particularly David Cordish and Joe Weinberg. I pinch myself every day to be standing here. And it's because David Cordish and Joe Weinberg understood the value of having a local, a Virginian at the table, giving him a voice that will represent the people of Petersburg when they have concerns. And I thank each and every one of the members that are in authority at Cordish for providing this opportunity. To the people of Petersburg, you are the salt of the earth. Over the last few years, I've gotten an opportunity, an intimate opportunity to get to know you on a personal basis. And it has been truly a pleasure. I say you're the salt of the earth because I have examples of your kindness and your words of encouragement. I can recall last November, we had an event at the library in Petersburg. I got a flat tire on 460. We were stranded. We made a couple of phone calls, Gary and I. And within minutes, there were people coming from all different directions to come to our aid. Ed finally picked us up. But in the meantime, there were all kinds of people stopping by to check on us, to see what they couldn't do, to help, not even knowing who they were helping. We made our way to the event at the Petersburg Library, and when we completed the meeting, there was a tow truck, a pristine tow truck, flatbed, sitting outside of the Petersburg Library. A gentleman by the name of Kevin Jones, who was driving the truck, picked us up, took us to my car, drove us back 80 miles on his flatbed truck, unloaded us, and when it was time for us to part ways, I said, Kevin, how much do I owe you? He said, nothing. Your money's no good here. I immediately felt compelled to just give it to him. And he said, no, I've been instructed not to take your money. This is why. It's just little examples like that that shows me the heart of the people in Petersburg. And I'm very grateful and thankful. But one side note, I stuck the $500 in the seat when he wasn't looking. And I called later and told him what I had done. This project is more than about brick and mortar. It's about people having the opportunity to have a brighter future. No longer will people drive past Petersburg. Instead, they will make plans to drive to Petersburg because there is a resort, a world-class, might I add, resort, casino, entertainment, and destination place. and we are so grateful to be a part of your community. In closing, may the God of peace be with each and every one of you. And God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, I got some closing comments here. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all up. I do have some rules here. I want to thank everyone for coming out. We definitely appreciate your support and your partnership. And I'd like to invite everyone on the dais and the front row to please come down. You will see your name markers and join me in the official groundbreaking for the Hotel Live Petersburg. I think that's going to be all of you. I'm not going to say it again now. And I want Carmen, raise your hands. Everybody can follow Carmen. And Carrie, if you raise your hand, she will line you all up. Other side. Karen, you on the other side, right here, right here. Carrie.
Keep it up on shovels.
Everybody got one?
Right now, our esteemed speakers will leave the dais and prepare to break ground on the spectacular development. We ask that everyone keep their seats as they make their way to the front of the stage and allow the media to also take their places. We will make sure that everyone has an opportunity to capture a photo after the media gets what they need first.